Yes, hello, and welcome to the We Only Do One Take podcast. It's the only podcast that is a complete shit show. I am Turch, and with me is my co-host, the CEO, and the man that posts episodes of the podcast the same way that a woman who doesn't take birth control gets her period. Late.
That was a good one.
Thank you. It's Kieran. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing very well.
I'm sure our fans really appreciated 2 episodes in 1 week and like 10 to 11 days of no podcast.
It's like a bonus.
It's not a bonus if then. Anyway, and with us today is we are in front of a live studio audience, and that's why our sound is not as good as usual. But we've got a live studio audience here, which is very exciting, in my living room. And we've also got in studio on the casting couch, as you called it, very respectfully. It's Niall. How you doing, buddy?
I'm like a bonus. Yeah, great. I'm doing great.
Welcome back, Niall.
I know the last time he was on the show, I think we talked to Who Are These Podcasts? And
did we?
it wasn't the right thing. And it wasn't the right thing.
Oh, there you go.
That was the episode, I
there
believe.
you go. I wasn't there that episode.
I might not be here either. I could be Blaine. We don't know. I'm
It's
an
true.
identical twin. We don't know.
It's true. And we've got both of them in the room, which makes it even more sus when they say they didn't do it. Busy week.
It has been a busy week.
Can you believe 2 million people are going to go storm Area 51? That's how much it's gone up to at the moment. And the US government are like, please don't do this. Which means I think that they should.
Go on.
And, not Ted. What's that beer company in America?
Oh, Budweiser.
Budweiser is saying to any alien they'll give a free beer if they escape Area 51.
This is like when Dr. Pepper said that if Guns N' Roses would release Chinese Democracy at the end of the year, that would give them a free Dr. Pepper. And then they didn't release it in time.
Oh.
So no one got a free Dr. Pepper.
I don't like Dr. Pepper.
That's fair enough. What is Dr. Pepper? Why don't you like Dr. Pepper?
Oh, shit, I don't know.
When's the last time you had Dr. Pepper?
No, I had Dr. Pepper when I was a kid, didn't like it.
Where did Dr. Pepper touch you?
He's related to Dr. Mario. Fun game.
Here. And
Bad
here.
time.
Blaine likes Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, it's nice. But Kieran, where did he touch you?
And that is the end of the episode. That's it. But Kieran, you have a rant for us.
I do have.
Because I also have a rant. But
I
you
do
start
have
with the
a
rant. Because it says you said to me walking into my house today, late, mind you, that you had a rant about an 18-year-old, and that got me very scared. Now I want to ask, where did Dr. Kieran touch you?
No, I have a rant about the youth of today.
Oh. And welcome to the Boomers podcast. we complain about
The
everything
youth
from
of
youth to
today.
taxes.
Dances
Why
like
can't I double negative gear in my house? That's the real question.
No, the youth of today. We someone I know of someone.
Well put.
I'm trying not to get people to figure out how I know this person.
Right.
He's studying nursing. Good on her. We need more nurses. She's done a few placements. This year, her placements one is in the city. Right. Fair enough. She lives in Sandringham. So what's that?
Jesus Christ.
I don't want
What's
to
a
give anything
street?
away from him or her.
Right.
She's a nurse from Sandringham.
I don't know. Studying nursing. So she's got a placement in the city, which is fine for her. But then she's got a placement in Rosebud. Mm-hmm. Now, Rosebud from where she lives is about an hour.
Give or take.
Give or take. She's got a car, she can drive, she can get there. And she's complaining about her placement.
Yeah.
That it's too far away.
That's fair. No, I agree with that. That's a fair way.
The placement's 3 weeks.
That makes it even worse.
Why?
Because it's for 3 weeks, she's going to have to increase her travel time by every day. She's losing hours and hours.
She's gaining new skills, right? She's gaining skills for her to be employed. She should be travelling to Rosebud. She's trying to come up with all the excuses not to go there. And I think it's a great opportunity. She gets to learn great new skills. And the world is not, you don't get to have a placement in your neighbourhood around the corner. Thank you, Niall, for the hand movements.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, I think traveling an hour for 3 weeks, wherever they place you,
No,
is fine.
because it's not an hour. It's more than that because it's the travel back.
People travel an hour to work each day.
I understand.
Yeah, but they
that.
don't live there. They come back home.
I understand that, but it's more annoying, I think, because it's only for 3 weeks. If she got a job out in Rosebud and said, you know what? Yes, because it's the job. I'm happy doing that, and it's for 2, 3, 4 years, whatever it is you stay in that position. That's fine. But for 3 weeks, I can completely understand how driving an additional amount of time would be annoying.
No, 3 weeks, regional placement. She should think of the opportunity. And there's a large cohort of nurses. So some get the city, some get a regional placement. Her regional placement could have been 3.5 hours away.
Yeah,
Exactly, like Alice's.
In studio today, somewhere.
And Alice went to her placement without complaining and learned valuable skills to get the job that she got today.
Bloody oath.
Here.
Oh, there you go. You know what? Out of all the people not complaining about something, I guarantee you that if you were in this woman's position, at her age, you would be complaining.
Oh, I would be complaining too. Yeah, no doubt.
Okay.
No doubt.
This is just like last episode when you said you haven't watched an episode of Taboo. Why can you complain about it? This is exactly the same, except worse because you would definitely would have complained.
No, actually, no, I wouldn't have complained because where I lived, I had to travel like an hour to get anywhere anyway.
I'll give you that. I'll give you
Yeah.
that. So your rant is millennials.
Yes.
When did you become a boomer?
I don't know.
Let's
I
talk
don't know.
about this.
When I started paying tax last week.
You fucking dance like a boomer, that's all I'm saying.
Make sure you get and do your taxes, people. It's very important that you do that. Make sure you go to an accountant and get your proper refund. Very important. But speaking of money, I have a rant for you, Kieran. And something been bothering me for a while. I think I've talked to most of the fellas in the room about this before, but wallets? I was cleaning out my wallet not too long ago. Usually I don't have too much in my wallet, but sometimes I have like receipts and this and that. I was cleaning it out. And I was taking out my wallet and looking at all the stuff. I've got standards. What do you have in your wallet? Like, to pull out your wallet now, let's have a look. At
Well,
what
I
you got.
cleaned out my wallet.
That's good. That's a good thing to do. But you probably have, a license, a couple of cards.
Yeah, I've got a license, a coffee card,
Yeah, important stuff.
some
Coffee
other
card,
cards,
debit card,
some
maybe
more
some
coffee
cash.
cards. Yeah.
Maybe some cash. You know what I found in my wallet? A fucking gift card.
Oh, expired.
Sorry.
You mean you found a Jess card?
That's right. I found a gift card. And I just thought to myself, how fucking shit are gift cards?
What was it for?
I'll take it off your hands if you don't want it.
I can't remember. That's how much I don't care about gift cards because
Did you put it back in your wallet?
it's in my wallet. Yeah. For the people not watching, Jess has gone to get my wallet out, which is fantastic.
I had a $100 Village movie card, which, when I cleaned out my wallet, expired in 2017. I had a Dan Murphy's $50 voucher, which expired like 2016. And then one other voucher didn't use.
There you go. Well,
Have you renewed your license in any recent years? Because I'm picking up on a bad trend.
well, look, how long? I don't know how long that gift card's been in my wallet, but I probably have to use it soon.
Nearly a year. It's going in my wallet now.
There you go. So that gift card, what is it even for?
Coles
Coles
Myer.
Myer.
So convenient. Why don't you use it?
You know why I don't
Yeah,
use
Church,
it?
why
Why
don't
don't
you
I
use it?
use the gift card? Because I keep forgetting it's in my fucking wallet because it's not cash or my credit card. Those are the only two things I use. And if I could use Bitcoin, I fucking would use Bitcoin. I would rather use Bitcoin over a gift card.
Yeah, I'd rather use Bitcoin as well.
And you know what the worst thing is? That you know that every year for your birthday, one elderly boomer relative will get you a gift card for somewhere you guarantee will never shop.
Barbecues galore.
No, because you get here's that Kmart gift card that you've always wanted. Like, oh, damn it. Like, I don't buy enough stuff from Kmart that I can warrant a gift
like,
card.
Probably
8
lose money
towels.
by going to Kmart.
That's right, yeah. It's only so much stuff. That'd be the same thing that just happened there. I would have to pass it straight off to Jess to even get used. Because it would be live in my wallet for a year. Nothing would happen. And then it would be like the last minute where I'm cleaning out my wallet that I'd remember that I have a gift card. And then I have to use it.
You can buy so much Lego at Kmart, man. Come on.
Oh, Lego's expensive. Did you know
Jess,
Lego?
what are you going to spend the gift card on?
Say Lego.
True. Did you know Lego per kilo is more expensive than gold per kilo? That's a real thing. So if you bought a kilo of Lego, it'll cost more than the...
What about gold Lego?
Look. Worth its weight in Lego. Well, worth its weight in gold, because it's just gold shaped like Lego. Come on, Niall.
You're an accountant now. Come on. Margin of error.
I always feel like people ask me, like, oh, you're an accountant, you must be really good at numbers. I reckon you could get away with being dyslexic as an accountant. Because at the end of the day, oh, look, I'm dyslexic. And then you'd be like, oh, well, you can't tell me off because I'm technically disabled.
Oh, okay. So whenever you get your tax refund, every time you don't get numbers, you just get a big word that says audit.
Yeah. I think it says audit. It might not. I'm reading as audit, but being dyslexic,
Yeah.
I'm technically disabled. Are they going to fire a disabled man? I don't think so.
Ah, you're a cruel man, Turch.
Oh, look, just don't buy me gift cards. I'm going to buy... The only gift card that I like is from Dan Murphy's. Because I'll go straight away and like, yes, I'm going to buy this bottle of scotch. I know exactly what I'm going to buy. Everything else, I have no idea. Look, I'm not thinking very hard. It needs to say in there, you can buy booze with this gift card, and then I'll buy something. Otherwise, I totally forget.
I'm just not. Yeah. You get me a gift card, I'll forget about it.
Yeah, exactly right. And it's always an elderly aunt, parent, grandmother that buys you these sort of things.
Fellas, I've got a solution. Anytime you get a gift card, give me the gift card and I'll hold on to it for you.
You know what? That's a great idea, but I'll forget that it's in my wallet and not give it to you. It's the same issue, just a different person I have to remember. There's an extra step in this stupidity.
It's just out
And
there.
then you'll put it in your wallet and forget about it. And we all lose $50.
We need an app where you upload your gift card. I'm not sure exactly how that works, but you upload the gift card and then you get cash back.
Oh,
Right, for that value, or just a little bit less.
wait a second.
And then someone else can buy that. You can just be a good middleman.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy gift cards and pay my tax bill with it as soon... Because, okay, gift cards expire, right? Gift cards expire after 3 years.
Yes.
That's a law, right? So if I buy gift cards and I have a tax refund...
Wait, it's 3 years?
3 years.
I thought they were 12 months.
No, they've extended the law. I had to look this up for the podcast.
Yeah.
3 years now they last. From the
Oh,
day
so some of those gift cards,
It might be right.
I've thrown them out.
Yeah.
No, because my wallet was so fucking thick.
Yeah, 3 years.
Oh,
Not backdated. So,
okay, alright.
so I'm thinking now, I buy all these gift cards, which are cash, technically. 'Cause they're funds, just for certain shops. And then the day before they expire, I pay my tax refund. And then by the time it gets there, because I posted it on one day, it might be 3 days till I get it. The cash is technically gone and they can bring it up with whoever I bought the gift cards from.
That's very interesting, and you've just bored the studio audience because you're talking about tax.
That's very true. Very true. Well, Kieran, that's my rant. Have you got a news article for me? Because then I'm going to go on an environmental rant.
My favourite type of rant.
It's a good one.
You know how we've talked about sex robots in the past?
That was some of our first episodes, believe it or not, like 60-something episodes ago.
Yeah, well, the technological advances in sex robots has occurred.
What's her name, Kieran? How long have you had her?
Shaniqua.
Oh, Shaniqua!
Fucking hell.
It's a black one.
Call his first fucking daughter Shaniqua.
I'm going to hold him to that.
Sex robots now have foreplay mode where users can virtually seduce dolls.
Okay. Continue.
Your sex doll now comes with an app, right? and you can. Our listeners won't be able to hear this, but just have a look at that picture right there.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
It's sort of like a sex doll bending over in a dress.
Yeah. So with the app, you can get your sex doll to bend over, so that you can go over and like touch your sex doll on the butt.
Yeah. Continue.
There's also other features.
Yeah. What are the features of the foreplay sex robot?
Well, you can choose your sex doll to be funny,
A woman funny? Never.
intellectual, talkative, sensual, spiritual, cheerful, jealous, or
Yeah,
unpredictable.
give me the jealous one. It sounds like fucking fun.
Is there a moody bitch mode?
Oh,
Like
and
the
there is a
standard girlfriend mode?
And there is moody as well.
That's it. That's the only... You know what? You switch it to moody and then they don't let you change it to anything else. They just swat you away.
So sex dolls now come with foreplay mode.
Yeah. So what do you do to seduce a sex robot?
Well, you use the app.
You give her gift cards.
Only takes iTunes cards. That's it.
Yeah, the app costs $29.95 a month.
A month.
A month.
That's a lot for a
So you
sex
got to
toy.
spend like $8,000 on the sex doll.
Yeah.
And then you got to spend like $30 a month on the app to have foreplay mode.
This is more expensive than World of Warcraft. That's what's just happened here. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I can't imagine... Look, I didn't even buy a porn subscription, let alone wanting to buy a sex doll and then a monthly subscription to keep that sex doll working.
Well, why would you buy a porn subscription? It's so free.
Exactly right. But that's the thing, like, this is like the next level. Like, I want a sex... Oh, look, it would be cheaper than a girlfriend.
Yes, yeah.
So that's the real trade-off. But then you got that moody switch.
Imagine if it broke and it was stuck.
In what? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Uh.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not into it.
So, how much are brothels? Like, what's the trade-off here? It doesn't sound very convenient. Got a fucking moody mode.
I can't wait. I can't wait till they go. Oh, sex robots have rights as well. Like, you know, that'd be very. It's like, oh, it's got a face and this and that. Like, have you seen that study? I think I've said this before. Like, they set up like a robot and said, oh, do people go turn off the robot? And 50% of the robots talked, and the robots would just say, please don't switch me off. And people wouldn't go and switch off the robot. Like 50% of the people that...
Well, because they thought it was sentient.
Yeah, or something like that. So, can you imagine this is like, nah, I don't want to have sex
Just
tonight.
switch that fucker up.
Yeah.
Sex dolls matter.
Yeah, sex dolls' lives matter too. You know? Riots in the streets with an army of sex robots just walking down.
Trump probably grabbed one of them.
Oh, that's right, you know. Oh, terrible. Terrible, terrible. Kieran, you've brought up pornography. I don't know how you did it so early into the show. But that's okay, because now I'm going to go on my environmental rant.
Yay.
Look, I care about the environment so much that I don't care that...
Jesus,
it's
you've
burning
changed your
down.
posture
I
and
know,
everything.
I know. It's a comfort thing. And I like to know, like, we had more and more politicians these days are trying to get me to spend more tax money so they can save the environment. And I think that's absolute garbage. Mainly because we don't really know. Like, we know exactly what's causing the planet to be more global warminged.
Fuck.
But we're not actually targeting the correct things. So let me just tell everyone here, if the government do decide to put a carbon credit tax on people, I'm going to tell you exactly what we're spending our money on. New study came out. Porn and Netflix are killing the planet as new study reveals video streaming produces 300 million tons of CO2 a year. So, are you ready for this? I won't go through the exact details, read the article, but this is the summary of it. To create servers that hold videos of pornography and Netflix and Stan and all this and stuff, the amount of energy and heat that creates produces 1% of total global CO2 emissions. So people watching videos, so you streaming Netflix all night, you deciding to have a wank, you showing your kid wiggles on the TV, whatever it is through these streaming services, it's causing 1% of the total population of carbon emissions. So if green environmentalists really wanted to stop carbon emissions happening, that would stop streaming services.
Have you seen Stranger Things though? Don't fuck with my
No,
streaming.
look, and obviously you're not a greenie, which is fine.
Oh, mate. How
So-
could you tell?
So let's continue on from that, because I wanted to break down these stats more. Because as soon as the word porn comes into a news article, that's a regular news article from what website was this one from?
Is it Pornhub?
No, it was from like the MEAWW, which is like this government website, right? So I wanted to know exactly what the split was. 27% of all online videos that is watched are pornography, which means 0.3% of all carbon emissions on Earth are caused by people watching pornos.
Oh.
Oh, isn't that the greatest stat you've ever heard in your life?
God damn.
So, what other things are causing global emissions? Have you ever bought something that's come from overseas? Apart from everything in your house, including your phone, your TV, everything like that, your car, all come from overseas, right? Do you know how they get things from overseas to Australia?
Magic.
Ships.
Ships.
Damn it, I thought it was magic.
Shipping vessels produce more carbon emissions than most countries and pollute the oceans. It is estimated that just one of the container ships can produce as much pollution as 50 million cars. And emissions from 15 of these megaships match all the cars in the world. Which means that just these cars here produce just as much CO2 as the 5th and 6th ranked carbon emission countries in the world, which are Germany and Japan.
But have you seen my phone? I can watch so much porn on it.
Fantastic. So far, selling everyone, don't be green. And the last one I'm going to say is trucks are responsible for 7% for transporting of goods. Trucks are 7%.
What about cows?
I looked up cows.
Excellent.
Farmers emit 6 billion tonnes, about 13% of the global emissions. And 50% of that are related to livestock, when the rest is all agricultural, like plants and this and that. So it's a bit 50, 40-60 is about the split with that. So 13% is about what you eat, another 13% is about the goods that you buy, and 1% is about you streaming stuff. So about 30% of your life, of all the important stuff that you do, is causing global emissions. Now, let's just say we want to cut all those things out. That means you've got to grow everything from home. You can't watch a Netflix, and you definitely can't eat meat or vegetables unless you grow it yourself. So, all the Greens in Parliament, that's my challenge to you. Do that, and then I will vote Green. That's the challenge.
Church, you're never going to vote Green.
No,
Ever.
never.
Ever. I mean, you bored everyone last week for 10 minutes about pens.
I did. You know what? That was actually 3 weeks ago. Just because you got it out this week doesn't mean it was last week. But yes, absolutely right.
Yep. Alice, when you were listening to the story about pens, did you switch off the podcast?
No,
Now you see, in with the pens.
I'm in with the pen.
There we go.
Bastard steals my pen at work.
I didn't even bring that up. Someone saw my pen this week, and I was it. I went home.
Do you know? No,
done.
last week. Last week. No pens. Same
See?
thing. Same thing. No pens.
See? Look how angry you are. I can see you sweating over there. That's an anger that I haven't seen in a while.
Ah.
Yeah. You got the meat sweats.
You got the meat sweats.
Oh, yeah. So, yes, half a pizza actually.
Half a pizza.
Half a pizza.
I'm very impressed.
That was very good pizza.
Meat lovers or nothing, but go home. Yeah.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Thank you.
Very interesting.
Thank you.
Global warming. My prediction is that.
I'll be dead. You'll be dead before then.
Well, by the time it sort of hits us, we'll be elderly, and hopefully society looks.
We'll be the boomers.
We will be the boomers, and society will hopefully look after the elderly by then.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. No, but I think there's enough. There's some really great technology that's occurring out there at the moment.
Well, if we get driverless cars.
Driverless cars, carbon capture, for instance.
But driverless cars are going to be the exact same as regular cars, except with no driver in them.
Yeah.
And more sex happening in the back seat.
That's very true. That's very true.
Can you imagine you getting...
With sex dolls that now
with
have
sex
foreplay mode.
dolls. No, you catch an Uber home with your partner, and you're like, well, because by the time you get home sometimes, you're a bit sick of, each other, and the car ride sort of gets you a bit 50-50 because you had booze all night. But if you get in the car and can start making out and bang in the back seat, and then you're home in 15, 20, 30 minutes, you're done. That's your night done. Then you order your kebab.
Well,
You go to bed.
the Uber Eats car will come with your kebab.
Called Boober Eats.
Food.
Get it?
Oh, and
Boober Eats.
a chick with big tits comes out and gives you your food.
Like Hooters.
Hooters eat.
That's not too bad. Niall is our guest here
Fucking deflect to me.
on the casting couch, and it's very exciting to have you here, Niall. Do you have an article?
Sure. Do you know those like Roomba things that the people have to clean up their house?
The vacuum cleaner
Vacuum
sort of thing.
things.
Yep.
What do you guys reckon of those?
I've never had one. I've only seen them in the wild.
Well, I thought they were.
At the JB Hi-Fi Sanctuary over there.
This is RoboVax, right?
Oh, right.
Basically.
I thought they were really cool, and then I saw a really fucked up photo. So the Roomba went over this guy's apartment, did a tip-top job until it got to the kitchen where the little dog left a mess. So the Roomba... have you read about this? Heard about this?
I think I've seen this one.
Yeah, it's disgusting. The Roomba ran over the dog shit and managed to give the house another like a paint. It was
So it basically
the
went over
RoboVac-
the cop, went over the food,
the corn.
and just slid it
Oh,
all the way across the room.
pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, that was a diversion. What do we all think about this Area 51 shit?
We talked about
Fucking
it last-
Roomba, you serious? God damn it.
Well,
Hook, line,
I'm
and
waiting for the
sinker.
alien Roomba that's going to come into my
good
house,
mate.
and I'll
Give me a Dr. Pepper
I
on
was
that.
going to say, clap them cheeks. Apparently,
Oh.
that's a thing now. People, I don't know. I thought like, oh, it's funny they want to storm it. This that. Now, two things have happened. One, the person who
There's an Australian storming of something.
so the an Australian wrote a plan of attack.
Yeah.
And got interviewed by a bunch of news sources about his plan of attack into Area 51. And now 2 million people have clicked attending. And I've decided to join the Facebook group of Storm Area 51. And it's absolutely hilarious. I highly recommend everyone try to get involved in that group because they're just insane.
10 people are going to turn up. 10 people are going to be like, we're taking this seriously.
Yeah.
The rest of, the 1.999 million,
What do you
What a
reckon
gag.
the soldiers are going to be doing at Area 51? Do you reckon they've got bets and like, I reckon I can take 10 of these fuckers down?
Well, it's kind of good because millennials sort of want to die anyway.
Huh?
Millennials sort of want to die anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
They
They're
would do
not,
the
they're not
suicide
getting
jokes.
laid. They're
Yeah.
like really fat. Kieran doesn't like them. It's fucking triple threat. They're going down.
Kieran gets a full-time job and starts paying taxes and becomes
Oh
the
my
greatest
God.
boomer I've ever seen.
I'm getting more conservative every single day.
Even dance is like a boomer. You
The
should
dad dance?
post that up on the Twitter. Hey, Kieran, you got a Twitter,
No,
by
I've
the way.
been doing the dead dance for a long time.
That's what we do have Twitter. It's We Only Do One Take. At We Only Do One Take. So if you'd like to follow us there, please do. I don't post any. I've been trying to post stuff. I'm trying to get my head around Twitter. It's a difficult thing because Australians don't really use Twitter. I've found
Huge in the States.
huge
but
in the
not here.
States,
But I think you guys
Scientists
can turn it
use Twitter.
around.
there you go.
Scientists, they're apparently very
Post
big
some edgy shit to Q&A. There you
Actually,
go.
I did check that I actually do have a Twitter account.
There you go.
And I was apparently watching Q&A for our American viewers. That's question and answer time. Politicians come on a show and, there's a studio audience and they get to ask questions. And I actually did tweet Lyle Shelton, who was running the Australian Christian lobby at the time, was on TV. And I wrote, squirm Lyle because he was competing against Richard Dawkins.
Ah,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
is Richard Dawkins still alive, or did he pass away?
Hey, Richard Dawkins is still alive.
Oh, Christopher Hitchens passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Christopher Hitchens passed away, so...
Sad times. Sad times for the community.
Bummer.
Well, Kieran, have you got some news for us?
I do indeed. We all like kids' books, I'm assuming.
I don't like kids' books.
Okay, Niall doesn't like kids' books.
I do. Yeah.
Well, it's if you got we have the age where we now have little children running
Are you
around.
a fucking boomer or a child? Make me
You
And
can still enjoy kids' books and be an adult. Just like you can enjoy kids'
Disney films.
Actually, I saw the new Toy Story 4. No, I didn't like it.
Really?
Yeah, for next episode.
Okay.
Oh, it's a bummer. Yeah.
No, fair enough. Niall can tell you all about the Disney films. Niall
Hey,
loves,
what's your article about?
loves Disney
fucking
films.
hell.
Metallica is releasing a
Good
kids'
music?
book.
Oh,
The ABCs of Metallica.
hey. What a cash cow. Now that's a bunch of boomers trying to keep up with modern culture. Jesus Christ.
The heavy metal band Metallica has announced that they are releasing a children's book, which is sure to be a treasured classic at baby showers and christenings for generations to come. The ABC of Metallica is a rhyming illustrated history of Metallica from A to Z hits, and will be available in November 26. You can pre-order it now.
She's they sponsoring the show?
Yeah, I
What's
know.
going on?
That was more of an ad than a fucking story.
I can't get my hands on a copy of the book.
Of course, because they haven't given us the copy yet because it's still in print.
Fucking corporate shill.
Have you ever seen, speaking of corporate shows, have you ever seen that picture? I've got it up here now of James Hetfield, the singer of Metallica.
Yeah.
And he's in the front of a Gucci shop and holding an Armani bag with the other band members and their wives in it. And they've put they've changed the lyrics of one of their Metallica songs. It says bargains, imprisoning me, all that I see, absolute savings. No, okay, it's just
Nah.
me. That just must be a musician. thing.
Niall's seen Metallica.
I
They're
will be
great.
seeing them again this year. So I'm going to ask them about their book.
Oh, there you go. Get a. You know what? If you get that signed, that would be the book to have.
Oh, mate.
The keeper. Well, Kieran, I love a good conspiracy theory.
I do know you love a good conspiracy
And
theory.
I like that I bring them in and suddenly you follow those conspiracy theories more than I do. I got a new one for you. I'm working on another one, but this one here I thought I'd bring in. Birds.
Yes.
Birds. Have you ever seen a bird in real life?
We're talking about the flying birds.
We're talking about the flying birds.
the flying birds.
Have you ever seen a bird in real life?
So you're not talking about.
Have you ever held a bird close up?
You're not talking about the flying jet bird.
We're just talking
You're
about
birds that fly in the
the
sky.
apparent animal bird.
I have fed a cockatoo.
You fed a cockatoo. Did you ever, did you
touch
it?
the cock, Kieran?
No, I didn't touch the cock.
Have
Okay,
you ever
cool.
held a bird in your hand and felt like it was a real
Oh
live
no,
animal?
I lie. I have actually I've had yeah on two of my fingers.
There you go. But did you
My
squeeze
two
it and
fingers.
feel its
So you had
guts?
two fingers on the cock.
Yeah, 2 fingers on the cock, yeah. Well, Kieran, some people, and it's time to change me, believe that birds aren't real.
What? What?
And this is a big conspiracy theory. And I think at the end of this,
How big?
this is huge. It's a huge campaign to tell people. It's only been going for 2 years, but I think we're going to jump on this. Because I think this is going to be the next Bitcoin.
There's also a Podcoin.
So, the birds aren't real movement has drawn intrigue and scorn on Instagram and Reddit and Twitter. So what do these three things have in common? The CIA assassinated John F. Kennedy after he refused to kill and replace billions of birds with drones. That's true. The US government has sequestered a team of Boeing engineers in Area 51 for a secret military mission. That's also true. And our tax dollars have been funneled into building the Turkey X500, a robot used to hunt large birds. Now, what do all these things have in common? That's what you're thinking right now.
I'm thinking, who keeps shitting on my car?
Okay, I'll get to that.
Okay.
I'll get to that. What you have there, if you combine all these together, is that, like you said, who is shitting on my car?
Mm-hmm.
And at one stage it was birds.
Oh.
But then the CIA took out 12 billion of these things between 1959 and 1971 with specially altered B-52 bombers. And then supplanted the avian-like robots that could be used to surveil Americans. Birds are not animals anymore. They're extinct. Birds are robots. Birds are drones, and they're spying on you, Kieran, every day.
They can spy on me.
Are you scared? Do you believe this yet? Do you think this is real?
I am starting to think, yep, I can see how this works. But you know what I really like about it? These new drone birds still go to sleep at night time.
Do they? Or
is that why we have bats?
no. I'll tell you that birds don't sleep, you see, because bird drones don't sleep. Why do we have power lines above ground? Think about it. Think about it. We could put power and data and water underground, and somehow we've still got above ground power? No. These, my friend, and this is what got me, above ground power lines are charging stations for the bird drones.
It's all making sense.
It's
now.
all connecting up. 24-hour surveillance, can go anywhere they want. They can fly, charging stations everywhere. Why do they go in packs? To throw you off! Birds are a conspiracy.
Oh.
This was started by a 20-year-old college student. And
Studying arts.
studying art, something like that. But at the end of the day, that we found out that it was actually just a marketing scheme to sell merchandise of Birds Aren't Real and to get on board a bunch of conspiracy theorists to see how far they would go to believe crazy conspiracies.
How many conspiracy theorists joined?
Well, enough for him that he doesn't go to college anymore and focuses primarily on Birds Are a Conspiracy website and merchandising.
Oh my god, that is genius.
But I'll tell you what, if you want to have some fun, definitely go into the Birds Aren't Real Conspiracy Facebook page, because these are some of the classic cracking posts that they come up with. I know birds are real because I go outside and see them. I've always heard they're real. Do you know how uneducated you sound? You know what that sounds like to me? Exactly what the Flat Earth people say about Flat Earth.
Did you see the post where they were like, join Flat Earth people all around the globe?
Yeah. Say that a little bit slower. Here we go. Why are they called chicken fingers if chickens don't have fingers? Answer me that one, liberals.
Oh.
And this one here. Newton's law of gravity immediately removes the argument of naturally flying birds from the conversation. So there you go. Trust me, I've been having a field day with these Birds Aren't Real Facebook page and Twitter and stuff like that. And people actually believe it, which is gorgeous. It's like the Flat Earth. It's like a funny version of Flat Earth because he set it up as a joke and people jumped on board.
I reckon that's how Flat Earth started.
The first time I heard about Flat Earth, it was the rapper B.O.B. saying, oh, the Earth is flat. And then he got on news for like 2 or 3 weeks in a cycle. And then there's like, oh, I'm also releasing an album. Buy my album. Like 2 weeks later into this news cycle. I'm like, that is great marketing. It's just like, oh, look how ridiculous this celebrity is. Rah, 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 rah. Talk about flat Earth. Oh, actually, I'm releasing an album. And now he's on every single news station talking about flat Earth, but really just
Genius
advertising.
marketing.
Great marketing.
Genius marketing.
And this guy,
Good on
that's
him.
what this guy wanted to do with Birds Aren't Real.
That's brilliant. I was really disgusted in humanity for a while. I thought, oh God, they can't be joining another conspiracy theory.
It was just, as soon as I read it, I'm like, first thing, because Jess is scared of birds. So the first thing I sent her was this. I'm like, hey, got you again. But sadly, yeah, no, birds are real. Let's just put it out there. Number one. Number two, the fact that they've said that power lines are charging stations, like that's the one that got me into said, yep, someone's thought about this a little bit too much and is enjoying themselves far too much with this conspiracy theory.
I thought that was genius.
It's pretty great.
I thought that was genius. Well, there you go.
I'll bring in another conspiracy theory about daylight savings and barbecues. You put the math together. Is it a
Oh my God, yes. Yes.
barbecue? A big barbecue. They're the ones that push through daylight savings.
Oh. I'm a big fan of daylight savings. I like daylight savings.
He's part of big barbecue people. We're down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
We're through the looking glass, people.
We're in the looking glass.
And I did get a barbecues galore gift voucher as well.
You were just talking about
I
that.
know. That's why I said it before. It was $75.
You know, you can't even buy anything from barbecues galore with $75.
Yeah, I know. Like, maybe a gas bottle.
Yeah. Pair of tongs.
I was just like, what? I was like, I can buy barbecue stuff from a shop.
Yeah.
I don't go to barbecues galore. I don't even know where a barbecues galore is.
That's true. True.
I'll just go to Bunnings. Cover for a barbecue.
Half a gas bottle. Just anyway, so Kieran, you got some more news for us.
Well, this one's just a small article, but I thought it was hilarious. The parole board. Well, we know the parole board has made some questionable decisions.
Yes.
But they have released a murderer after he's been too old to kill.
Right.
Too old to kill.
So he's like 80 something years old, 90 years old or something.
Yep.
Pretty
Yep.
sure a swift kick to the head will do it. But
No,
No, not too old to be killed. Too old to kill
I'm
someone
just
else.
debating the definition here, right?
right. He served 25 years in prison. 88 years old. Right. Too old to kill. Anyway,
Debatable.
is released 2 days later, murdered someone. which is sad.
That's some vengeance right there. That's like, yeah. You know what? That's great though, because now they can't charge him for life, which means that it's like, well, what's the point of putting him in prison? He can go off that. That's case law now.
Is it?
Well, yeah, anything that happens within a parole space becomes part of the public law.
Oh.
So if they say, oh, this person got off for this reason, I did exactly the same, they've let him go now because he's too old to kill. Obviously too old to go to prison and stuff, because they do that. Like, people that are too old to go to prison don't really go to prison. They just like housebound and stuff like that.
Nah, this one's going back.
He's gone back.
He's gone back.
Yeah, well,
It's in America. He's gone back.
That's true.
It was just it was a funny article.
If you're going to kill
Well,
someone...
not a funny article,
Hilarious,
but
Kieran.
but a funny title. I was just like, yeah.
If you're going to kill someone again after you've killed someone, like straight out of prison, and you're 88,
That is a grudge.
that's a grudge.
That is a grudge.
Imagine if he didn't kill anybody and they went to prison for 25 years for the murder of someone he didn't kill. And he
Double
knew
jeopardy.
actually killed that person.
Double jeopardy.
And he's gone out and he's killed the person that killed the person that he got framed for.
Ashley Judd. Yeah.
Yeah.
No
Have you
one's
watched the O.J. Simpson files?
No, I can't be bothered with getting into it. I know he's on Twitter, and apparently he's been causing a shitstorm on Twitter.
Hello, Twitter world.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I like that he didn't go to prison for killing his wife, but he did go to prison for trying to take his stuff back.
Yeah.
That's what he
4/5 of the law.
yeah, I know.
Possession. Fucking
Oh,
murder.
was that in Las Vegas, the Nevada one?
I think so.
Yeah, that was in Nevada.
Yeah.
The first time. And then after that, he tried to get his stuff back from, I think, like his murdered wife's family or something, or insurer or something. So he just took it. And they got him, and that's what he actually went to prison for.
Oh, right, for stealing
Taking
his stuff. That wasn't his stuff,
that
right?
wasn't his stuff, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's how it is.
Yeah.
I just like that. That's pretty...
There you go.
Oh.
What else you got for us, Turch?
Oh, well, a bit of American politics. Why not talk about Trump a little bit? But we're not going to talk about Trump. We're going to talk about Joe Biden. Now, you know who Joe Biden is?
Will he become the Democratic leader? Maybe.
Well, who else have they got?
He's already run for president once.
He has. He was Barack Obama's second in charge from memory.
Yeah, he was.
He ran in the 80s, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, Trump's going to win again.
Oh, of course he is.
So, basically, whoever goes up against him is just...
It's a waste.
We know what you're doing, and, you know, you're going to lose, but good on you.
That's right. Well, look, he has done something. He must listen to this podcast. I don't say that lightly, because he is on a news program. Morning Joe, that's what it's called, the show. He challenged Donald Trump to a push-up competition.
Fuck, he should be called Vibing with Biden.
Yeah,
That's all
should
I'm
be
saying.
fine. And I'm just... So what happened was he was in a TV show. Trump mocked his mental state, or his ability, health, and stuff like that. And Biden basically just said, I could do more push-ups than Donald Trump. That's easy. And now, when I saw the video and heard that and read the article, I just thought to myself, isn't this what Kieran said to me? And then we had like 3 weeks to train. And then we had a 250-word apology to read. And you read it because you lost. And I'm just thinking, Joe Biden must have listened to that episode of the podcast, thought, maybe I'll do it in a year or so.
It all lines up.
And now, talk about conspiracy theories, has decided to challenge Donald Trump to a push-up competition. Which I'm all for.
Because that came out of Donald Trump calling Joe Biden...
Yeah, he called him. I called him something like weak and not able to stand up for himself and stuff like that. Yeah, like he's just like, So Joe Biden basically said, I would say, come on, Donald, come on, man. How many push-ups do you want me to do here, pal? I mean, jokingly, but everyone's taking us like, you should do a push-up competition with Donald Trump, which I would, you know what? Any debate, I want them to do like a WWE walk-in. They undress, like, here comes the Trump, and they're walking down, then they do a push-up competition. Those, like, 70-year-old men do, like, 10 each.
They could sell it. They could like, sell it in an arena.
Oh, it would be amazing. And then you just have, like, all the other Democratic and Republican candidates just come up as well, and then progress to the next levels. Oh, that would be fantastic. That's the kind of politics that I'm into. That's how I would run, for sure.
What's the not WWE? What's it called?
WWF?
No,
UFC.
UFC. We could set it up like UFC.
Why not? That'd be fun.
Make a shit ton of money.
And Dana White is all about making a shit ton of money. Why do you think you let McGregor fight what's his name, Mayweather? Just for the cash.
Yeah, which I bet on the wrong person.
Wait a minute. How did you bet on the wrong person?
Just, you know.
Everyone was hoping that Conor McGregor would win, but everyone knew Mayweather would win.
I was hoping Conor would win.
Yeah, but okay, you bet with your brain.
Yeah, no,
not
I
your
didn't.
heart and penis.
I bet. I was like, hey, he's the biggest trash talker. He'll win.
Yeah, that's usually how it works out, right?
It does usually work out like that. Yeah, but I think McGregor had. Mayweather was never good at trash talk in comparison to the guys in the UFC. McGregor was like a technical defensive fighter. Whereas Mayweather was a technical defensive fighter. Whereas Conor McGregor was just a in-your-face, beat the shit out of you kind of guy.
Knockout artist. Yeah.
And that was the difference. They had different styles, and their trash talk matched their style of fighting.
Yeah, I lost $100 on that one.
What were the odds on...
if Conor won, it was something ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was like 10 to 1 or
Something like that, yeah. Something ridiculous.
And because Mayweather was like 101, like, one...
You get a cent for $1.
Yeah, cent for $1 or something like that. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You got some more news for us?
Now I'm out.
Oh, I thought the conspiracy theories would take longer, but that's all right. It's been a long sort of night, but nonetheless, maybe we'll wrap it up, do a quick one this one, and do an extra long one for the next one.
Yeah, and coming up is going to be our special
Yeah.
where we review our own podcast.
That's true. We are going to review our own podcast. Maybe we'll get some people.
No, we've got to pick a podcast that we've got to listen to again,
Yeah.
and we've got to find clips.
You want to do it? Who are these podcasts are?
Very much so.
All right. Well,
Very much so. And it's going to be good.
I'm
but
excited.
we've got to. I think we've got to do a little bit of. We've got to discuss which
there's a
one.
bit of work, bit of research, bit of work behind that
But
one.
that's-
One of the
special's coming up.
apology episodes for sure. Sweet Jesus, they were painful. I was that one. It
You
was
were at
painful.
one. You were at one. Well, if all you lovely wankers out there would like to see some of those older episodes or watch Kieran make an apology, make sure you follow us on SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And if you'd like to send us some hate mail, a death threat, or a rant, record it on your phone or email us. And email us at weonlydooonetake@gmail.com. Niall, thank you so much for being on the show.
Ooh, thanks for having me.
Thank you to our lovely studio audience in the background over there. Kieran, thank you so much for another fantastic episode 68. Maybe next one will give you the sex episode.
Oh, 69.
Ah,
It's coming up. Oh, this is 69 is going to be a great episode.
all right. Nothing
Or
but sex
possibly
stuff.
the last episode.
I'm just glad we're on the internet.
And to all you lovely wankers out there, we will see you next Thursday.
That was fun.
Yoo-hoo.
This is the sound of my voice.
short episode.
Yeah,
How long do you usually go for?
about an hour.
How was it going
Alright,
for?
8 minutes.
52 minutes.
52 minutes.
Jeez, that went quick. Could you hear us talking in the background?
Yep,
Oh, was it bad?
yep.
Sus.
Now, I'm going to send this to, who are these podcasts? And
This
say,
is not the episode to review.
This is the episode to review.
This is a terrible one.
Because this is our worst one.
Oh, fuck off. You got the gold